Hi guys, Brooke from Snuggly Fox Designs here. Today we're going to be looking at my love bug doll and embroidering a face on it. And this little love bug is in the Little Lauren pattern with her love bug accessories. These are her love bug accessories. So they have little matching heart wings on the back. Now you can find this pattern when it's available in my Ravelry shop. It is currently available as a crochet along right now in the Nutshell Lane Studio Facebook group. But once that crochet along is over, then it'll be available in my Ravelry shop. All right, so what we need to do embroider the face on it is we take our tapestry needle here and just a little bit of yarn. And we want to tie a knot at the end of our yarn here. And this is going to be hidden inside of our little love bug head. Double knot, triple knot, whatever you want to do. So now that we have our knot here, we're going to thread our tapestry needle. And we're going to look at our little love bug and we're going to decide where we want the mouth to be and where we want the eyes to be. Now normally what I'll do is I'll take some yarn and I'll kind of eyeball it here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do kind of like a V right here, and then we'll go straight line to here, and then we'll go a V back up here so that both points of it will be in these top stitches. And then we'll have kind of like a line at the bottom. Now if you want to, you can do just a regular V, but I find that the sides kind of pull in a little bit. So that's why I do a V first just down one stitch, and then one stitch over, and then a V back up again. So we want to get our yarn to go into this stitch right here. And again, it just depends on where you want it. You can decide where you want it. So we'll keep an eye on that stitch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our doll over and we're going to insert the needle into the back part. And we're going to come up to that stitch right there. And you pull it through. Now let's go ahead and leave this right here for now. But at the very end, you're just going to tuck this needle into there. Or I'm sorry, you're going to tuck the hole into there. And then tie this part, weave this end in right there. So you have the top part of your smile here. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go down one stitch here, and you want to pull it or push it over into the next part there. So that's the first part of your smile. Now then we have to go back into that stitch, and we're going to pull it back up over here on this other part. Now you can do it right here if you want to make a bigger smile, or you can just finish and pull it up right here. And also, if, oops, snagged on the little foot here. If you get this, you know, if it looks like it's in the wrong spot, you can always start it over again, and it's super simple. So now you're gonna start right here. And if you don't have enough yarn, you can put it in here and push it back through to be the end of it, and then do a new strand of yarn for the eyes. Or you can push it in here and put it up to where your eye will go. So we'll push it in here and we'll put it up here where our eye is going to go up there. So there's your little smile made. Now we've pulled these a little bit tight so you can loosen them up just with the point of your needle here. And if you accidentally break the little strings, which I've definitely done before, you just start back over again and try again. So now we're going to make this eye. Now basically all we're going to do is just like a bunch of X's pretty much. So we're going to go up into this part, kind of up into the same part. Now we're going to cross it over because we're kind of wanting to make a circle, but it'll feel like you're just making a bunch of X's. And if you just keep going across, now see, you can check it first. You can put the yarn down and see, okay, yeah, that looks good. So this one's going to be my last one. So I'm going to insert it here, and I'm going to pull it out over here where the next part of my eye should go. So we're inserting it right here, and let's pull it out over here. Now, if you don't like, oops, snagged on my leg again. If you don't like where it is, or if you've done it too high or whatever, you know, you just take this end out and pull it back out and start over again. So here we go again. We're going to go this way now. And again, we're just going to be making a bunch of X's till we like the shape of the eye. Now, embroidering is my least favorite part. I do not think I do it very well at all. So it's definitely a lot of trial and error. But this is the way that I do it. So just continue to make X's here. And some people prefer to split their yarn in half so that, you know, so like take out a couple of the fibers and split it so that they don't have such thick yarn going into the eye or going into the mouth. I don't worry about that. Sometimes I worry that then the yarn is not as strong as it normally would be since you've split it. And I think, you know, this is plenty thick enough. It's just a little, you know, it's a little love bug, so it doesn't really matter if it's thick yarn or not. So this is going to be my last stitch here, and I'm going to put it over this way. Now, since this is my very last stitch and I'm all done, I'm going to pull the hook out this way then, or pull the needle out this way, and then I'll be all done there. So out the bottom of the head. And make sure that you don't pull it too tight. So there you go. Now if you have a few little yarn pieces out of place, then you can kind of, you know, move it around with your needle if you need to. So there's the front of our face. Now we need to deal with these in the back. So what you do now is you can either tie a knot here, or you can just continue to weave in the ends. So what I like to do is I'll stick it right down to the bottom, just like that. And then I will go around in a few of these stitches. Now, a good thing to remember is that pick up some of the stuffing inside. Like if you can see here, I'm putting my needle in and I'm kind of digging for stuffing and pulling it this way, because that way the yarn is going to get stuck in the stuffing. And that is like super secure now. So we clip it off there. And now we need to deal with our little knot here. Now you don't have to make a starting knot, but I like to make a starting knot just so that I know it's secure. And then we just push it in here. It's not going very well, but you just push the knot in there. Almost got it in. Should have tried to do it in a little bit bigger stitch. You can also use your scissors. I've been known to push it in with my scissors too. There you go. Scissors worked out better. Now you can even just continue to tuck this piece in here, or you can clip it off with your scissors, or if you leave a long enough piece, you can then weave it in just like I did with the other one. So now I continue to push it in with my scissors, and then what I'll do is I'll take my needle again and I'll kind of move these stitches back into place, because sometimes it'll stretch them out just a tiny bit if you're pushing the knot in there. But see, now it's been pushed back into place. So there you have it. This is the little face on my little love bug, and he goes with my little Lauren accessories in the pattern for my accessories that you can find in my shop, and I'll link it below when it's available. All right, thanks for watching, guys.